YouTube. This is part of Arkansas Thrifters, and I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while. The reason why is because I got sick and my main job has been kicking my butt. So I haven't had the energy outside of thrifting to post up a video for you guys, and I'm sorry. I really meant to put it up. I really did. I just, with being sick and working a lot, I've had very little to no ideas. And then it hit me today. Do a video. But what kind of video? Pawn shops. Now, as everybody knows, if you're like my town, you'll have a buttload of pawn shops. And everybody knows that they do not make most of their money by selling stuff. But they do sell stuff. And so I don't do it often because, yeah, sometimes the pawn shops know what they have, especially the newer electronics. But if you get into a pawn shop that has some older stuff, some around here they do that. I've got some that has SNES games and stuff like that, and PS2 and old stock of like that. And most of it's fairly cheap. So, and I've also picked up like cheap Harley Davidson stuff around here too. You just got to know what you're looking for. But this is a little video about a pawn shop buy I just did the other day. I did two. One yesterday, one the day before. The one the day before was mostly just a restock for my resale booth over at a local booth-operated place. And I paid $30-something, but I got a Game Boy Color, no battery back, and 30-something games for $32. So I checked the games, and this deck here, these are going for about $10 a piece on eBay. Yeah, that's not a big sale, but there's 4 here. That if these sell, Game Boy Color games are a slow sell, but $10 a piece, you know, I sell all of them after fees that will pay for it. Then on top of that, I got this Game Boy Color up for $25. So that's $60-something for eBay. Yeah, it did cost me $30-something, $32 for 60. But I also got all the other games, and they range from 3 to 5 down in my resale booth, and hopefully they'll do good there. So that's not a bad buy. I just bought it because I did keep a couple of titles for myself. Everybody knows. Sometimes, not everybody, but my policy is I don't like to buy anything for myself unless I can resell it and only either lose a couple bucks or lose nothing at all. So this was a personal buy of mine from a local pawn shop for $32, and not bad because that's what I would. That's normally I would have to pay about $20 to $25, like I said, for a Game Boy Color. So for $7 more than just the collar, I got like 30-something games. And then on to top that off, I did get some cool titles that sell. Like I got Disney's Aladdin, Tom and Jerry Mouse Hunt, but damaged label. I do take photos of everything so they know that that's labeled. Matchbox Emergency Patrol, and Bomberman Max Blue Champion. Okay. That was my buy from Thursday. Again, that's like $60 on my eBay for $32, plus the games, which will be another, since a lot of them were like closer to $4, it'll probably be like another $100 in just Game Boy Color games. Now, that's not bad, but that's a personal. That's one of those things where you buy it for yourself, you play with it for a little bit, and then sell it. Same like this one, but the money was too good. Then the next day on Friday, I went and picked up a Game Boy Advanced SP. I know, what are you saying, picking up 2 Game Boys in a row? Well, this SP cost me $20, but it came with a bunch of other games. 3 Game Boy games and 3, 6, 10 Game Boy Advance games, some completely missing the labels, most in good condition, and they cost me $35 out the door. Now, if anybody knows Game Boy Advance SPs, they know that this is the Pearl Blue. What they probably don't know is that this is the AGS-101. This one was the last AGS one. Actually, this was the last SP to ever hit the markets, and it had the better screen on it. By better, I mean the backlit screen turned into a front lit. Oh, sorry, that's my Skype, and it just basically it's a lot brighter than all the others, and it's sought after. It did come with a charger. And like I said, 13 games for $35. I got this up there right now for $64 and change. Sorry, Skype again. And that's just for the system. These games ain't worth much. I think only one of them here is worth $10 to put up, and I think it might be Monster Rancher. I don't know. So once I sell the Game Boy, I'll start digging through the games, posting up the $10. I might just post up the $10 one if it's the Monster Rancher, because I'm not a big fan of it. And then I'll slowly move these into my resale booth for the $3 to $5 they're worth. And again, that's another, well, let's say minimum games $3 a piece. That's $39, which pays for the whole buy. And then I got a $60 Game Boy that will give me about $40 to $50 after shipping and fees and profit. A lot of people are like, that's not a lot of money when you spend that much money. Yes, it's not, but this is okay. This is going to be a two-part video. Sorry, I decided to screw it up and do a two-part. Sorry about that. I am part of Arkansas Thrifters, and my mind's a little weird, and as you can tell, I'm a little stuffed up. But the Game Boy stuff falls under what I would call safe personal buys. Now, some people do not know what that is. Some people probably do, just don't know my terminology. A safe personal buy is something you buy for yourself, that you buy for a price that you can either get your money back or make profit. I do that a lot for a lot of my game stuff because, let's face it, games don't hold my interest as much as I'd like to. I grew up with them, so I know the values. That's about it. So when I get in the urge to game, the only game item I'm looking for now is a PSP. I can get them locally for $40, 40 to 50. So I'm holding off on that because the way I would go about it, I'm not going to make money, or I'll lose money on a PSP if I buy it at that price. But that's why I'm holding off. But like I was saying, I call this safe personal buying. I paid $35, which is about a third of the price for about 100. Okay, a little over a third of the price for roughly, probably a little over $100 because, like I said, that was valuing these at $3 base, and a lot of these are worth probably about $4 or $5. The Game Boys are worth $60. So if you think about it from terms of that, I buy a game system and I want to play some of the games I bought with it, but I really don't want to have the money invested for too long. So what I do is I take photos, I list it, and then while it sits on my eBay store, I'll play around with it once in a while. And then when it sells, I'll package it up and mail it off, and I lose no money. And that's what I call a safe personal buy. It's an item you buy for yourself to use for a very short time that you can take some enjoyment out of, and then just list it and then sell it. And that's what all this Game Boy stuff was for. It was for a safe personal buy. $35 isn't a lot of money in the resale community. So if I pay $35 to play a game system that will make me about $40, $50, not a lot of profit. But if you count the enjoyment of the games you get outside of that, that's just awesome. You're getting paid to play something while it sells. Also, same thing with the Game Boy Color. I did the same thing the other day, but then I went there to see what they had, and lo and behold, they had the AGS 101 for a very good price. Because normally you can't find an SP around here for less than $40. The Game Boy Color games, I didn't see no titles I wanted, so I unloaded those into my store pretty fast. I'll probably play the Bomberman I got here, but that's about it. But back to the original idea of this video, and I'm sorry it took so long to do this video. But basically, everybody knows pawn shops are a little pricey. But if you go in with your head screwed on straight, your phone on pocket, and you take a look at their sale items, their discounted items, or their older stock items that they might want to make a deal with you on, go ahead and take a look. I have done well going to my local pawn shops along with my local thrift stores and buying for reselling. I have been doing it ever since I started eBay, and I will continue to keep going there as a venue to source items. Yes, you don't get as much items, but sometimes the quality is better. Like, most people know that when they, I don't know if, I've not found these in my local thrift store yet, but games in my local thrift stores are null, and not null and void, but they're low. You get a low quantity. I picked up a couple, but a lot of them I just pass up because they're not worth getting. But that's why I like pawn shops. Around here, they got older stock of games that they just want to get rid of, and they're willing to make a deal. So the next time you pass your local pawn shop, just take a look inside, take a gander, look around, see what you can find, and see if you can make a few bucks. I've done it, so can you. I am part of Arkansas Thrifters, and I am out of here for now. Please have a great day.